Number 7, Mason.
And good evening, everyone. We are bringing you a presentation tonight of boys varsity soccer, where the York Dukes are taking on the Lyons Township Lions. I am Luca DeSanto. Joining me here for this half is John Finucane. John, tell us a bit about this Dukes team.
Well, you know, they've been impressive these past couple of games. All I can really say, just absolutely impressive. They've moved a lot of players around trying to find what works, and I think they've really found what has worked. And this starting offense has really been beneficial to scoring points, making defensive stops, and eventually getting to these longer wins. The start of the season kind of started a little rainy. Didn't really have a lot of chemistry with each other. Didn't really have a lot of points scored, but throughout this season, they've figured out what has worked, and they've been able to make points. And this starting lineup is the best of the best that York has to offer, and I'm very excited to see how this game goes.
Absolutely, and just like that, we are off. The Lions will start with the ball here. They are quickly going into Dukes territory. The Dukes will pick it up. That's Miranda there. It's kicked off of a Lion there.
You know, Miranda, he demands action and contact right at the edge. I've seen him at the start of most of these games. He's either headed the ball or been able to like just keep it right along the edge. Give these Dukes a great position to start. But it's other than that, that's just how these Dukes start the ball.
Ball goes inside there. Ochoa with the save. He's going to kick that one away. Just like that, the Dukes are going to take control running the field here. That's Stratton right there. Now, the Dukes are coming off of a hot win going into PKs against the Timothy Christian Trojans, John. And that was quite an impressive game. Carmi DeMille scoring the game-winning PK there.
Yeah, you know, Carmine, he also had an assist to defensive man Danny Miranda from a header, and Carmine has been able to figure out his position and honestly been able to make points. That game winner was absolutely fantastic for these Dukes. They really fought hard in that game. I don't know if you guys watched it, but I did, and it was a very tough fight from the Trojans and from the Dukes.
Ochoa gets the ball back again. He's just going to roll this one over to Steen. Steen's going to go way over to DeMille. That's going to cross the 50-yard line there. Miranda bumps that one, and that will go right to LT's goalie there. LT taking it the other way now. Strong kick. Miranda trying to get back on top of that ball. That's Mason Berta for the Lions that's going to try and kick that one in there, but again, Ochoa will save it.
You know, Mason, he really just ran up that field, almost beat Miranda, beat the other two defenders, and that would have been really bad if that goalie wasn't paying attention. He could have gotten that goal right there, start the game off heavy for these for Lions.
Joby and DeMille playing some tight defense there. It'll stay with the Lions. Stratton gets this one. Back to the Lions, though. LT trying to attack here. On the right now. Deflected by Miranda. That one's going to roll out of bounds.
You hate to see that, especially. That was a tough play to watch. That was just an absolute error. There's nothing really that you can say about that other than just an error. He was too close. Ball hit him. Rolled out.
36 minutes and 55 seconds left here. Still 0-0. We apologize to you for not bringing the scoreboard to you today. We are a bit understaffed here, but we will still be providing you with updates on time and the score. But still, this is a scoreless affair pretty early on. Great deflection there by Ochoa. Berta gets this one back. He's going to be put to work here by the Dukes. That was just going to be headed away by Bowie.
Looks like it's been staying on the York side for pretty much this entire game. Hasn't been really on the Lyons Township goal for like these couple minutes that this game has been going on. Really grinding at this defense and offense. You see Joby and you see Steen, both master class players in their positions, and they're gonna have to be working defensively.
Here's a corner kick now by LT, and it goes right into the hands of Ochoa. He's gonna throw this one quickly over. The Dukes are off to the races here. DeMille crossing the 50-yard line. And that's deflected there by the Dukes. Going the other way now. Great job by Banda there. Graham Reedy passes this one intended for DeMille, but it's broken up by LT. That was just going to be right out of bounds. LT will retain possession, though. That'll be Berta once again kicking in. Reedy gets his ball in the hands. Now Miranda back to Reedy. Going back and forth. They're going to try and push the pace there. Not successful, though. And LT goes the other way with it. That's Philip Soldat. Soldat gets it taken away. Miranda now. To DeMille. DeMille on a 2-on-1. Gets it taken away. Bowie defending now. Duke's trying to protect. Ochoa already off with 3 saves. Berta going into the corner. He's backed away. But LT trying to get something going here. It's kicked out. DeMille gets his foot on the ball. Back out to the corner. Berta has it again. Berta tries to go inside. Deflected by Bowie. The Dukes are going to try and take this the other way. Reedy kicks it over to DeMille. Back to Reedy. Reedy being worked on again. scuffle right here on the Duke side of the field, John.
Really have been going back and forth with these Dukes. Been keeping it on the York Duke side, and it's a lot of close calls for scoring potentials for Lyons out here.
So the Dukes will throw this one in. That'll be Miranda on the right side of your screen. He's going to throw this one into Demili again. Demili back to Miranda. Just trying to get it out of Duke's territory now. Reedy. It's Will Carter with it now. Carter's going to give this one to Oliver Connor. And Joby, excuse me, not Joby.
Looks like that was
Freddie Steen, yeah. Freddie Steen trying to take the ball away here.
Yeah. Great. He's honestly a great defensive player. Love to see those kind of plays from him to try to make saves and try to even get the ball into opponent's territory. He's been doing it all season long with a heavy leg on him. Gets it down the field really quickly and been able to give Dukes a lot of great potential. Header from Steen.
Joby gets it out of there. Demili staying on offense here, but he has just been being corralled by a bunch of Lions. Miranda with it, midfield now. Goes off the foot of Berta. Now back to Berta. He's going to try and take it the other way. LT has definitely had more possessions, but they still have not been successful.
You know, I think you could look at it both ways. I think more when we've been talking about York, we've seen Miranda really have that ball, been able to throw it in. Same with Reedy, same with Demille, Steen. This whole starting line has been able to hold the ball and been able to get some time. But Lions, they've been able to hold it more in York's perspective, so you get to see them more, see their potential.
Choi is going to kick this one in. The Dukes are going to take it up now.
Ooh.
Steen gives it to Carter there. It looks like Carter took a tumble. Seems to be up and okay. He's going to throw in for the Dukes now.
You know, I would have looked for a card or for something. You know, that was a clear trip. I don't think that's allowed in soccer. Looks like we also got a substitution. Looks like Cameron.
That'll be, yeah, it looks like that's Cameron Coates coming in for Danny Miranda. Demili tried to control that kick. Not successful. Reedy tried to back it up. So the Lions will take it the other way now.
Yeah, that whole top and the whole bottom defensively, they are just able to keep the ball in, and that was just an absolute error to see from Demille and not being able to complete it to Reedy. Looks like that's going to be rolled out.
Carter throws this one in to Demili. Demili gets it broken up again. Joby heads it. Another header there by LT. Joby tried to control it.
You know, like I've been talking about, Lions have been able to keep this ball on York's side, and that's what they've been doing this whole time. You see it. Even they're controlling it at the bottom half of the field, the top half of the field, the middle half. They've just been holding this ball on York's half. York hasn't been able to even get a shot near the goal, even on that half.
Choi is going to kick this one way up.
Could be a change of pace for the Dukes, coming past the 50-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. They have numbers. They're not able to take advantage of it, though, as LT will kick it away. The Dukes are going to try and stay on it, but Berta's given Bowie a run for his money there.
Looks like it's going to be out on Dukes. Bowie, he was really battling Berta there. It was basically a foot race to see who can get to there.
Coates kicks this one way up into the sky. Demili and Reedy both come down with it. Joby kicks it over to another Duke there. That is...
I believe that is Carter.
That is Oliver Connor. So this will be Carter throwing in here for the Dukes. Now on LT's side. Demili swaddled there by a bunch of Lions. Joby gives it to Connor. Connor being defended hard. He's going to have it taken away from him. Nope, Joby comes away with it. Joby had a break there, but was stopped. Joby is tripped up there, and LT will take it the other way. Coates defending Berta here. Coates leaves it. Bowie. And Berta misses once again. Make that 4 saves now for Diego Ochoa.
You know, Joby, he almost had the ability to really change the pace for these Dukes. He had it there. He just got really jammed up in all those defenders. Wasn't able to climb the field. Would have been great to see him score there, but, you know, stuff happens.
One thing you may notice on the left side of your screen right now is the size difference between these two teams. The defense on this Lyons Township team is definitely taller than this offense for the Dukes.
That's something great that you mentioned. Honestly, didn't even recognize until you said it, but these Dukes, they've tried to been able to have 2 players who can defend each other at the same height, but you see Carmine and his defender, there's a great size difference, not even in height, more in weight and leanness from muscles. Would be tough to see them make some plays, and probably is what has guaranteed Lions possession of the ball on York side.
Absolutely. LT's going to boot this one away off the head of Steen. Stratton tried to come down with it. He couldn't keep track of it. Steen gives it some head again. Reedy gives this one to Stratton. Now trying to go back to Reedy. Not going to happen. Steen gets it again. Bowie with it. Short kick there. LT's going to try and take this by themselves. Coates gives it to Joby. Joby going right now. He's going to give this one to Carter. Carter on the right side. Back to Joby. Stratton came out of nowhere there. Came to grab it. And this one is going to be tracked down by LT going all the way to their side of the field. So they're just going to take it up fresh the other way. With some Dukes defense, though, it's going to be hard to get past this.
You know, one thing I've seen is with Lions, they've played all their defenders back. You know, when you watch York games, they have the 3 defenders towards the goal, trying to get early stops. But Lions, they've pushed all their players down the field. They haven't had anybody back other than the goalie, which is really benefiting them for York. Their play style is completely different for them, and it's just been, and that's what's really been hard for York to take it up the field.
And this will be Berta kicking from the corner now for LT. And this one is swatted by Ochoa. Almost a follow-up there, though, by Sean Dunn. He was not able to get the foot on it in time, though. Unfortunate for sure.
Yeah, that was almost really disastrous. Could have given Lions that goal. You know, one wrong step and a kick like that, that's between getting a goal and blocking it, and it was almost a goal.
Ochoa's going to kick this one from the goal now. Boots this one away, almost past midfield. Dukes will come down with it in the end, though. Joby gets tripped up, though. Now LT has numbers. It's going to be stopped by Steen. The Dukes are going to slowly try and take this the other way. This will be Connor taking it. Connor's going to give it to Stratton. Stratton kicks it upfield. Not quick enough, though. Stratton with it. He's going to turn. Give it back. Duke's looking to take it a bit slower here.
You know, one thing I've realized recently is York is kicking into the wind. Hasn't really been helping them try to get those far kicks down the Lions side. The defensiveness of Lions and the wind really not contributing to them having a positive start.
Yeah, definitely a colder and windy climate today here in Elmhurst, and this is really the first cold and windy days we've had thus far. It's definitely been alarming how quickly it's come, though, and suddenly.
Yeah, I mean, you go from sunny weather into this coldness. Don't really expect it, especially this late in October.
Starting to feel like fall, folks.
Leaves are falling.
Leaves are falling. Colors are changing. Joby's on his own right now. He's going to take this as quick as possible. Almost gets past his defenders. It's broken up, though. But it will stay with York.
You know, a lot of Joby's plays that he's made, a lot of his goals have been one-on-one, and I think he's had a header, but a lot of them have been just like that. He's running up the field and he just cuts through all the defenders, which has been really positive. And that almost was a goal if Lyons didn't force a kick out.
Now the Dukes are going to try and throw in here. They're going to give it to Connor. Connor gives it behind to DeMille.
Looks like it's going to be out. Oh.
So it'll go LT's way now.
Yeah, not really looking like a positive start for these Dukes. I do see the energy still off of them, do still see the aggressiveness, but there's a couple contributing factors against them. Their play style, the wind, and just Lyons, the size of these players. It's really contributing, but it's been a tough game. They've been able to hold them decently, haven't been able to get any goals, but they've been in their territory.
Now Berta with it. He's being guarded by Coates. Through the legs of Steen. LT's going to have to take it back out.
Steen was almost able to cut that play off right there.
22 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first half. Still a scoreless affair.
Still 0-0, as they say over the pond.
Absolutely. You know, it's always exciting. You know, Premier League has been back. Who you got a Premier League Premier League team, John?
You know, not really a big soccer guy, but when I do watch, I have a couple friends of the soccer team. They tell me to watch Arsenal. They say that that's good, so I listen to them. That's how I get a lot of my soccer knowledge. How I'm able to come up here and talk to you guys about it. But what about you? You got any Premier League?
Oh, of course. You know, just coming fresh out of relegation last season. Always go with Ipswich Town, of course. Fresh out of relegation. Just a great organization. I mean, still winless this year, but staying out of the bottom two. They are in 15th right now. But, I mean, Amari Hutchinson, Sam Morsey. I mean, it's just, it's such a great young core. You know, Amari coming over the pond now to play in Premier League. You know, coming out of La Liga. I mean, that's going to give you a lot of experience.
You know, not just watching Duke soccer and Premier League soccer. I do love some Ted Lasso. That's a great soccer show. Anybody needs something to watch, a little dinner time, that's a great show.
Is that show still going?
No, they ended it. He moved back to, don't want to spoil it for the people who haven't watched it.
Yeah. Let's just say that the show has wrapped production. Wow. That's a great TV show recommendation for sure.
Yeah. Next week I'll come back when they play Proviso. Oh wait, no,
they're playing LT.
They're playing LT, but
football. We're talking about football, friends.
Yeah. Whenever I'm back on the mic, I'll give you guys another show recommendation.
Yeah, we'll provide you weekly show recommendations, of course.
Joby's all alone. Looks like he's fighting that.
LT's trying to break it up here. It goes all to a bunch of lines in the goal. Now they're going to take it their way. Berta shut down there by Coates. That one's going to go right out. Great play there.
Yeah, that whole exchange with Joby at the top with those just crowd of Lions, that was another chance for York to score, but what you see, this Lions play style is just aggressive and very defensive focused.
Rocha's going to throw this one in here for LT. Berta's going to have to chase this one. They're going to say it went out right in front of the official there. Yeah. So it looks like Coates is going to throw in. 20 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first half.
Still a scoreless game, which could change very soon. An unpredictable game. A lot of aggressive players, a lot of aggressive starts, and change of size could really be beneficial to this York offense.
Stratton's going to take this one up himself. Brief whistle there. He's going to give it behind to Bowie. Now back to Stratton. Stratton's going to try and push the pace here a bit, coming across midfield. Still going to keep it kicked away by Rocha there, but it will stay with York. Coates is going to throw this one in. It's headed there for the Deuce, but it comes away. Joby takes this one away from LT. Goes behind Stratton. Joby had it taken away from himself. Coates tries to stop LT, and he will, but it will stay with LT. Now LT, they have numbers. Stratton comes from behind. LT looking to get something done here. Berta with the ball up top. He's going to try and give this one to Rocha, but Rocha will not be there in time. It's in the corner now.
You know, Lions have had a lot of forced or unforced kicks out of bounds. Don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it could really be impactful for this change. You know, we almost had that score by Joby a couple minutes ago that was forcefully kicked out by Lions, really changed the pace of play.
Absolutely. Ocho is just going to roll this one over. Strong kick there. It's going to stay with the Dukes, though. Subbing in, fresh leg for the Dukes. That is number 8, Roberto Barriga. Now Joby's going to take this one himself. He's going to give this one to Barriga. Back to Joby. Now to Stratton.
You know, Barriga's had an absolute stellar start of the season, and I hope to see him get another score today.
Absolutely. You saw him in that Hinsdale Central game senior night. Let's talk about that game for a bit. I mean, you saw that goal from Barriga, but I think the biggest note of that game was the 2 goals coming from Graham Reedy.
Was that? No, that senior night had Graham.
Yeah, that's Hinsdale Central.
Danny Miranda had the 1 goal.
Danny Miranda did.
That was a stellar game. Graham Reedy coming up from JV to varsity, second varsity start of this year, 2 goals, and a corner kick from Carmine assisted Danny Miranda in a header through 2 defenders, goalie and a player. That was a crazy game.
That was a great game, and that solidified Reedy's spot on the varsity team here. And now look at him, he is starting. In for the Dukes now is Jack O'Connor. O'Connor's going to give this one behind to Bowie.
Automatic Jack O'Connor, as the football announcers call him.
Of course.
He's got a leg.
Plays 2 different sports of football.
Football and football.
Football and football.
Football Americano and football Americana.
Americana, see. Rocha's going to throw this one in. He's going to give it quickly, though, to Luke Go. That rhymes.
We got a poet here.
We do.
Looks like that's out on.
That'll be out on Go again.
Gonna be a throw-in by Coates.
16 minutes left here in the first half. Still scoreless. Stratton, this one goes way up into the night sky. LT is going to try and hold on to this one. Try to keep it on the ground, but it goes off the head of Coates.
Coates really being aggressive with his position, trying to at least trip up or stop the ball from getting any farther.
Absolutely, he's been elite on defense so far.
Yeah, coming in from Miranda late in this first half, I believe. O'Connor.
LT gets it taken away.
It's like a little juggling match in the middle here. Joby tries to slide for it. He's got a leg on him. He will run and he will kick. He will get the bar as far out ahead of him as he can, get goals, and that's really what has made him a great scorer.
Absolutely. A sectional qualifier for track and field. That speed definitely comes in handy here.
Got a lot of multi-sport athletes.
For sure.
Our favorite guy to talk about, Danny Miranda, played freshman baseball, I believe.
Yes.
Don't know what that correlates to, but he did play.
Obviously you got to have hitting power, but, all that power comes from the legs originally, so you can imagine that can translate well when running in transition here in soccer.
Yep. Looks like York will begin to size up the goal box, really put some players in there and make a stop.
Yeah, good move here, stacking the box. Ochoa was left alone on that last corner kick. This one, not a corner kick, but Ochoa was left alone, leaving the goal naked for a second, and thankfully they did not score. Ochoa gets his hands on that one again.
Looks like what is this, 7th save from Ochoa tonight?
It would be six. Six saves from Ochoa tonight. Already off to a great start. Now, York still is yet to have a shot on goal, so they really need to improve in that department.
Yeah, I hope to see when they switch sides, York on the other side, they're going to be kicking out, like, away from the wind. They got a lot of heavy legs on this team, so the ball will go a lot farther than it has. When you see these try to get to farther kicks, they only go like a couple yards, but it's like the switch of sides will really be beneficial.
York tried to take it the other way there, but they were quickly stopped. And now it's going to go LT's way. Carter tries to stop the ball, but LT is going to keep trugging along. That's Oddview. Oddview kicks it out. And Ochoa is going to throw this one, it looks like. But first he is going to get his shoe tied by his mate. That's important. And everyone else is following suit, checking their shin guards. Yeah, not all heroes wear capes. Great point there by Christian McQuade. That would be a buoy there on the shoe tie assist. It's always good. Check your shoes if they're tied. I'm always guilty of that. Shoes are always untied. Got to make sure your shin guards are up as well.
Yeah, I'm guilty as the loose shoe bandit, as they call me.
I'd used the bunny ear strat till I was about 10 years old. Shameful.
What's shameful about that?
Yeah, it's a good method. It's not as stable as bunny goes through the hole. The good old bunny goes through the hole method.
Maybe we can get an interview with Bowie, see if he used bunny through the hole or bunny ears.
Yeah, we gotta ask him that. We'll get back to you on that. We'll get that fact checked for you.
Looks like a throw-in from Lyons. Missed a couple plays, but a lot of dribbling back and forth from Lyons 30 yards to Duke 30 yards. Just really been a red zone as just a lot of players. Looks like refs talking to somebody, trying to get this play started.
York's going to stack the box again to aid Ochoa. Less than 12 minutes to go here in the first half, still scoreless. And that ball goes up and out there, kicked out by Bowie. But it's going to stay with Lyons Township here. Devin Wong is throwing in now. Wong throws this one up, and it's going to go the other way. Ochoa is going to just roll this one. No, he's going to kick it himself.
Yeah.
Goes way up, intending to give it to O'Connor. Off the head of O'Connor. Stratton tries to grab it. Stratton and Coates double-teaming Berta here. They're going to say the ball stayed in.
See, that was a hairline. That ball was holding on by like one turf leaf.
Yeah, for sure. Joby tried to give this one upfield, but it is deflected off of Lyons Township. Great defense from the Lions so far, keeping the ball on the Duke side of the field. Still have not scored, but they have definitely had more opportunities as shots on goal have been 6 or 7 now for Lyons Township and still 0 for York. That is definitely, again, like we said, the department that York needs to improve on. We'll see if they could do it here. Joby tried to give it up going towards the goal, still couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the coaches are going to have to talk about them, talk about their players being able to get some shots on target. They've been aggressive, you can't shame 'em for that. They've just been aggressive. They've played probably the best soccer that I've seen today right here. They're with these last 10 minutes left. They've really been grinding at Lyons, and you can't fault them for that. There's just some minor tweaks that the coaches are going to talk into the players' heads. Really been able to change up this motive. It's really just a game of who wants it more right now.
Less than 10 minutes to go here. Ball is going to go LT's way. It looks like there's going to be a couple substitutions here. It looks like Miranda will come back in, and if I'm correct, that is Jose Rivera getting ready to check in. They will not let subs in just yet. Kids will keep playing.
You know, at Glenbard West, they were chanting, "Let the kids play" a lot.
Let the kids play. Yeah, that's an important fundamental, of course. Obviously, in soccer, it's a running clock, so that relates even more. Every second counts.
Yep. You know, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it's Tez Night, I think is what it's called. The junior soccer team of Elmhurst has come here to support their Duke's counterpart at the higher levels. A couple throw-in helpers on the sideline. Love to see it, you know. It's really cute.
Yeah, this is, of course, the last home game for the Dukes here. Looking to close out with the win here at home. It has been draw, win, and we'll see about this one. Excuse me, draw, loss, win. So we'll see what they can walk away with tonight. Steen gives this one up. Intended for O'Connor. O'Connor is not there, though. LT's going to have to do something here. Saved here from going out of bounds on the top of your screen there. Great kick there from LT, but it will not matter.
A lot of high legs from Lyons coming up, trying to just really popping the ball up, just like a pitching wedge, really popping that ball up, getting a lot of plays going. And really, I mean, you see more stronger kicks trying to get it like farther down the field, but what Lyons have been doing is they're popping it up, just having a lot of defenders on someone who's going to get the ball, which I think is very smart if you really think about it.
Dukes will make their substitutions now. Stratton will come out along with, who is that? Let me see. Obando. Obando is subbed out now for the Dukes. And this one is going to go into LT territory. They're just going to give it back to their goalie. 7.5 minutes to go here. No score. Coates. Give this one to Joby. Joby fakes out his defender. He's going to need to hold on to the ball, though. He's going to try and break away there, but it was tapped away by LT.
Yeah, LT has been really just tapping these balls out. They haven't. I think that's another thing. Why York doesn't have these goals. They've just been tapping the balls out, and that's really all. That's just they've been able to get up there, and you know, just a couple of Joby's almost shots on target have been up there.
Here's a fast break here. Berta. Oh, and it is just off there. You saw Choi do the splits there for the save, but that would have been far left into the box, and it just misses. And that would have really, really changed things going into the locker room. But now the Dukes will have a chance here. Ochoa is going to kick this one away. We'll see who his target will be. 6.5 minutes to go here. LT not able to make it a 1-0 game there, so it'll stay scoreless on both parties' sides.
You know, I felt that exhale from all of the Dukes players right as it went past. You know, you saw him go down, was super far left, and then went just past, just a hair past, and I just felt that exhale of air all throughout the players.
This one goes off the head of Lyons Township. Ochoa is able to corral it again, and they're going to restart the offense again. You have to hope that they get at least one shot on goal before they go to half, John.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think they're just going to probably be more defensive with these last 5 minutes, but if they get it down there, they're just going to try to get a shot on goal. Really just try to fill the box up with well, that's really what's been helping them for goals. A lot of one-on-ones and a lot of full boxes. Not really anything else other than that.
That realm, yeah.
You know, these stands are packed tonight. I'm just peeking over trying to get a better view of the field, and I'm just seeing these stands filled. Probably the most I've seen all season.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's still cold day, cold evening, I should add. And people are still out here supporting. You know, we are going to, before we go to half, we're going to get you a score update for the other thing that York Sports Network is streaming tonight, which is girls volleyball, where they are also taking on Lyons Township. All games we are bringing you this week, the Dukes are taking on Lyons Township here in soccer, here in volleyball, and, of course, in football later on Friday.
Yeah, what a coincidence, and what a kick from, who is that?
Not completely sure from here.
Yeah, I really can't see. But that was really great hustle, was leaving his defenders in the dust, but just one cut in front of him, and that's what really stopped that play from continuing any farther damage.
Here goes D'Amelio on the corner kick now. The Dukes have scoring opportunity here. He's going to wave off Joby up top. LT forming a box. Ooh, and the Dukes were not able to do anything there. But they're going to try and do something here, and it's off the top of the goal there. What a great save by Matt Peterson for Lyons Township. Great save there off the top of his hand, and if that did not go off the top of his hand, that would have well been a goal. But it goes up above the goal there off the deflection. But York is going to have another corner kick here. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. D'Amelio boots it away. Carter tried to give it some head in, but it's just going to go the other way now.
As we've seen these two corner kicks from D'Amelio, he's very proficient in his corner kicks, being able to position the ball right to the Dukes. And a lot of goals have been either headed in or have given them like scoring position to make goals. A lot of credit to D'Amelio for these offensive plays.
That'll make York 0 for 1 now with shots on goal. If you want to count that second one, they're 0 for 2, although it did not appear to be a shot on goal as Carter was not able to get his head on track right there. Now LT on offense. It's kicked away by Coates. This one is forced into the corner. And York's just going to kick this one away. That's Charlie Dubray there.
Almost a fist fight from Coates there with his defender. Was really up close and personal, and was able to get the ball away to, I believe, O'Connor, and try to get it on target to Dubray.
Yeah, for sure. You can imagine. I mean, a lot of bad blood between both these teams. If you do remember the last game where York Soccer went up against Lyons Township, was the girls' team going for the conference title. Well, actually, no. They in the sectional championship where York ended up losing, there was definitely a lot of heat going into that game, but also for the conference championship where the girls won in penalty kicks, and that was a scoreless affair in regular time, and it still is a scoreless affair here. 1 minute, 45 seconds left here.
I think as you're talking about Lyons Township and the bad blood, that's really what's grinding, giving Dukes a lot of energy. The bad blood, the competition, the rivalry. Lions are in the West Suburban Silver Conference, and that is really what I think helps a lot of players play their best. You get the game, the rivalry, you get your bad blood back from getting knocked out of the finals. I think that's what really a lot of these kids are more playing for.
Without a question, I mean, you look in the past between these two teams in any sport, in any capacity, there's, of course, bad blood in so many different ways. Now here's Ochoa. He's going to kick this one way up and away. D'Amelio tried to come down with it. He couldn't. Coates is going to try and secure this one. O'Connor on the follow-up. And he's going to force Ryan Siegel out of bounds there. Coates got to make something happen here. Less than a minute to go, 40 seconds. Dubray kicks this one up. It's going to LT. No, it's going to York. Joby, midfield. York's going to have to do something here. on the breakaway. 25 seconds to go. LT says no thank you, forming a brick wall. And they're going to try and take it their way. Stopped by Bowie. Back to Joby. Joby trying to give it to Demili. He can't, though. It's broken up again off the chest of Joby. And this one might just roll out of bounds. And with that, we will go to halftime. Score still 0-0. John, what do both of these teams have to do?
At Lyons, not to really support the rivals and support the other team, but there's not a lot Lyons has to fix. You look at York, and you're seeing a lot of you're seeing how they combat the offensive and defensive, just the aggressiveness from both angles of Lyons Township's ball, and they're really getting beat out there. And you've seen that they've been held at York's side for most of the game. I think York is what they're going to have to change is they're going to have to be able to combat their play style and keep it familiar for these players to have chemistry on these plays. And I think those corner kicks from DeMille, those two that he had, almost changed the score to be 1-0 heading into this half.
Absolutely. Both teams playing great defense, but the difference is LT playing great offense. Despite 0 goals, they have had much more scoring opportunity. With that, we will go to halftime. Don't go anywhere. You are watching York Sports Network. And welcome back, everyone, for the second half. Sorry about that, folks. Welcome back to the second half here of varsity soccer action. Still a scoreless game here at Clarence D. East Field. And the Dukes are looking to walk away with one win here, as this is their final home game here at York. And the Dukes will start with the ball.
Yeah, hopefully the coaches got it through to their players, been able to make those small corrections, been able to really get them energized. A lot of aggressiveness from Lyons Township has come out from the first half, and York, another thing, they're no longer kicking in the wind, which is really negative towards them. They were more losing yards when they would kick because they were kicking in the wind.
Now Joby with the ball. He's going to give this one to Connor. Connor gets that one tapped away, though, by LT. They're going to take it on York's way now. Steen gives this one back to Connor. Connor reverses there. Now to Joby. Joby going between two LT defenders. DeMille trying to stick here, but it's going to go LT's way.
Yeah, looking like a lot of pressure still from Lyons. Hopefully that isn't like that the whole game. Trying to get some scoring opportunities for Dukes.
McTeague here for LT, kicks that one out. And Miranda gives it to DeMille. Joby heads this one up. Chen with the ball now for LT. He's going to kick this one across. Now to Steen. Takes it away. Carter kicks this one off. Now to DeMille. DeMille's going to try and run away with this one. He's trapped in the corner, though. He's got to have someone with him there, but it's pulled away by Matt Peterson, LT's goalie.
Is that the first, or this is the first official shot on goal for York?
That is second official now.
Second official. That's great to see. Really showing the change for York, and DeMille from that corner. He absolutely strides in that corner kick. We've seen him through these past couple games, been able to assist players with his corner kicks.
Boryeli gets this one taken away by Joby. Carter assisting on that takeaway there. He's going to give that one to Stratton. Now to Bowie. Bowie with a short pass there, so it's going to be picked back up by Bjorley.
Looks like that Lions player got a little tripped up. Was able to give Joby the ball. Been able to try to get it to Lions side.
Now Connor trying to find someone. He finds Joby behind. Joby's going to give this one to the bottom of your screen here. Joby takes the ball away. Pass intended for Stratton, but Joby says he's going to take it by himself. Now he gives it to his left. Shot on goal, no good. Peterson with another save here. York definitely on the attack here, and it looks like the right side of the field is the magical side of the field, as York has already had 2 shots on goal here. 36 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the second half, and Dukes are already off to a great start. Joby, bicycle kick from behind. Stratton taking it away.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, their attack, there was really a change. You could see it and you could feel it from where I am that they're really trying to get it. They really do want this game more than Lions do. Even though they're more aggressive, you know, they already have the 2 shots on goal that they're looking for. Looks like we got a
we have an injured Duke. It looks like that's Connor down. Excuse me. I believe that is Stratton, actually.
Yeah. All right.
So Coach Stop is going to come out and check on him. With that, we will step aside for a second. You're watching York Sports Network.
All right, we are back. Looks like a
Quick
minor
intermission. Yeah, they're going to check out Stratton. Let's hope he's okay. He's definitely been a crucial part already in this second half. Also in the first half, too. Joby's going to break away with the ball here. He's got a bunch of Lions trailing him. He tries to break away. Ball is given to Demili. Demili tries to head that one in, but it's taken away by Peterson. What a sidearm there by Peterson there, throwing the ball in.
That kind of looks like a cricket pitch a little bit, if you know what cricket looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost gave it a little John Wall pass pizzazz there on that throw-in. Graham Reedy trying to take it away now here.
Oh.
Reedy runs over McTeague, and it's going to go LT's way there. Didn't even look like Reedy saw McTeague there. He just went right through him.
Yeah, it looks like he was up in his own world, and he kind of just ran through him.
Absolutely. You're on the breakaway, and there's a lot that you forget to consider. Now here's Devin Wong up top for LT. He's going to boot this one up and away off the head of Reedy. Now they're going to try and reset here, but the Dukes are going to try and get back on the attack. That one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with LT here. That's going to be Johnny Rocha throwing in now.
Yeah.
Ball is picked up by Bowie. Bowie boots it away. Excuse me. Now Sean Dunn comes down with the ball. Here's Bjorley. He gets it taken away by Joby, though. Joby gives it to Demili. Demili's going to have to beat out Chen.
Oh, looks like another fight to the line, and looks like it's going to be out for...
Once again, yeah.
Lions are going to throw that in. That was a tough fight for Demili. He really battled his hardest right there.
Now Joby whipping out some moves here. He gets past his defender, but he is taken down by two other Lions. Whistle is blown. Joby is down, gets back up, though, and it's going to be Duke's ball here. And it looks like it's going to be Demili trying to kick in here. He's going to try and form something.
Looks like Lions are trying to bunch up a lot of their defensive men more to the top and then create that line right there as we see.
So goal kick here from Demili. LT lining up. This is a huge opportunity here for the Dukes. Who's going to kick it, though? It looks like it's going to be Demili. Demili fakes it. And York is not able to get anything going there. Unfortunate. Connor tried to follow up there off the kick from Banda. He just was not able to come down with it.
That was almost a perfect play. That was almost a perfect play from York. You know, they had the fake kick and then kicked it right off the left side, more to the top of the goal, and Charlie tried to follow it in.
Joby gets past his defender here again, whipping out a great move. York's not able to hold on to it. Briga not able to keep it. LT takes it the other way now. Nope, stopped by Steen. Steen playing around in Duke's territory.
Heavy kick from Bowie.
Yeah, Demili got hit there while trying to go up for the ball. So the Dukes are going to take it the other way now. Joby will start with it.
Yep, just...
Correction, Connor will start with it. Now to Carter. Carter gets it to Barriga. Barriga tries to give it to Demili, hoping for Demili to get that something going there.
Yeah, I think he was looking for more of a header or something to pop up for a play to happen, really develop.
Miranda kicks that one out of bounds, intended for Banda. Now LT taking it the other way. Taken away by Carter, though. Carter gives it to Connor. Now to Barriga.
Looks like Carter pops that one up. It's going to be out by the line judge.
31 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the second half. Still scoreless. Again, we apologize for not being able to bring you a scoreboard here. We will be regularly updating you with time and score. Carter pushed out of bounds there.
Oh, Bria pops that one up.
So now LT is going to take it themselves.
Yeah, I definitely see the change in pace from York as they're looking for more of a positive attack. They've really been fighting against Lyons, and you really see it more shots on goal than ever in this half.
Bowie stops the ball there. But LT is going to try and keep going here. We'll see if they can. Shot on goal there. No good. Far shot there from McTeague. So Ochoa is going to kick this one up and away. And it goes over the head of an LT defender. Connor getting worked on there. He's going to give it to Barriga. Barriga gets it taken away, though, by Bjorley. Now LT trying to do something again. That's Avance getting double teamed there by Barriga and Steen. Barriga is able to take it away now. Dukes try to do something there, but Bjorley keeps him jailed there.
Yeah, deflected right off of him, right off that shin guard, and he was really trying to. Barriga was really trying to get it past him, but he just couldn't make that work. Really been aggressive ever since he came in off the bench in the late first and the early second.
LT not able to corral the ball. Ball goes way up. Any man. LT gets it though.
Looks like
Miranda trying to rush back to defend. LT has great scoring position right now, but they waited too long. And that could have been a great opportunity there. But it just looked like, I believe that's Marignov. He just tensed up right there and just waited too long. He had an open shot, but then Miranda and Bowie came right before him and was able to stop him.
Yeah, the header from Miranda and then the deflection from Bowie, that really set the pace of that. Lions were not getting that goal at that moment. They really pushed the ball not far enough away, but far away where they were just declined of that goal right there.
Now Rocha with the ball. He's going to give this one way up high, and LT was not able to do anything, but they have a bit of an opening in the field there. No good there by Sean Dunn. Dunn gives that one right to the hands of Ochoa, so Ochoa is just going to punt this one away. He's going to give it to Barriga at the bottom of your screen there. Now to Connor. Connor gets that one snatched away, though, by Marignov. And that one is taken away by Carter. Carter gives it to Reedy, down to Joby. Duke's battling for the ball.
Yeah,
And they're going to try and take it away.
Yeah, you know, Steen, he's not kicking on the wind anymore, so he's really been able to get those high-up kicks, really get them out. And that's another thing, field position for these players. Steen's really been beneficial to York in the switch. Looks like we got...
Little breakaway action happening here. It's stopped, though, by Wong.
It's kicked out by Lyons. Looks like Miranda's going to throw that one in.
And it looks like Quinn Stratton is getting ready to check in. We'll see who he subs out for in a second, but it's looking like it's going to be... Looks like it's going to be Barriga, yeah. Good to see Stratton back in the game. Took a nasty tumble in the beginning of the second half, but he is back with fresh legs and ready. Less than 27 minutes to go here in the second half. Still scoreless. Any man's game. We'll see who prevails. Stratton gets that one snatched from behind. Now Reedy trying to take it away there, but it's just, ball just goes off his legs.
Yeah, you know, really looking for something to happen here. they're really battling in between the 30 and the 30. That's just the battle zone.
Absolutely. No one's been able to get it in either team's primary zone, if you will. And not a lot of scoring opportunity in the second half for either team. It was very lopsided for LT in the first half. But both teams just evenly splitting on shots on goal, and neither team has been successful.
Miranda was almost sandwiched by those two defenders. Sorry, sandwiched.
Steen tries to get that one to Connor. Connor is tripped up, though, by Dunn, so it will be York's ball after that hit. Carter's going to take this one up. Gives it to Stratton. Stratton goes behind to Steen. Nope, to Ochoa. And Ochoa's going to kick this one to Bowie.
Yep, York. They've had a lot of these kick-ins, and they've been throwing them back to Steen and Bowie, trying to get a great field position, and that's really been working for them in these past couple games. I hasn't really seen it working against Lions' really aggressive defense, but there's not really a lot stopping these Lions.
Reedy gets tripped up there. Ball's going to go York's way, though. Not completely sure what the penalty was for, so Miranda's going to give this one quickly inside. D'Amelia at the top of your screen. He gets it deflected, though, by Wong. It's going to stay with the Dukes, though. Less than 25 minutes left here, and the Dukes are in scoring position here. Miranda is going to throw this one in.
This game is looking like it could be a tie, but neither team wants that. We were talking about it earlier, the bad blood. York was kicked out of was it finals by Lions last year, and really these teams have had bad blood for the entire history of both of these years that play varsity.
Absolutely. Miranda trying to defend here, but LT is on a run. Carter intercepts the ball before it can go into scoring territory. He gives it quickly to Connor. Connor keeps that one in, and that one is off to Stratton, so that one is out of bounds on Stratton, so it's going to go LT's way here. We'll see. LT looks like they might try and slow down the pace here. Good idea. Maybe not, because Carter got a foot on it, but they're going to take it back.
Ooh.
Carter hip checks Chris Medina there.
Carter had a similar incident happen to him earlier in this game. He was a little harder to get up on. That was pretty quick to get up. Looks like kind of shook off that hit. Was a little scared to get back out there.
Here's a potential break here from Stratton. He spins around, but no LT defender there to greet him on the other side. Slide there for Bowie to take the ball away. That was a great move.
Right to DeMille.
Yeah, he wasn't able to hold on to it. Now LT all the way back to midfield. They're coming in quick, though.
Yeah, Reedy almost had that had a little bit of help in there, but he was just too slow. Couldn't make it to before Lyons kicked it. Looks like he's tripped up also.
And Medina surrounded there. They're going to play on, though. Nothing from the refs.
Looks like Stratton kicks it up. Reedy
gives it to Medina. Medina behind to Ochoa. They're going to try and reset here. So Ochoa gives it to Steen on the bottom of your screen there. Now off. Pass looks to be intended for D'Amelia, but Fred Chen is going to be there to corral the ball. 22 minutes and 30 seconds left here. Connor dumps this one up. It is off the mark on the pass, and Matt Peterson will come up and grab that ball. And just like that, York is out of scoring opportunity there.
Yeah, that was really hard to watch. Peterson, he has been really good at getting those fly catches, not being able to allow Dukes to header it into the goal, which has been really successful for them in the past games. Looks like it's going to be another throw-in by Miranda right at the 50. Oh, timeout. Right?
No, it doesn't seem to be. D'Amelia is going to try and dump that one off to Miranda. He can't, though. Now a skirmish happening midfield. It looks like LT is going to take it away. Nope. Joby deflects it, and it looks like there's a stoppage of play again. Just seems to be an out of bounds, so LT is just going to throw this one in. And it's off the head of Joby. Back to LT, though. Ball being bobbled around. LT's going to have to try and get it to the floor. They do here. Chen with the ball, taking it up past midfield. Going into Duke's territory. It's off the chest of Carter, though. He tries to take it away. Gives it to Demili. Demili gives it to Medina, but Medina is met by LT, and that's just going to go back to Peterson. Peterson's going to try and punt this one away. He does. Off the head of Joby. Now back to LT. Avance with it. He gives it to Berta. Berta working on the right, guarded heavily there by Miranda. Miranda, the great stop. LT tried to drop the ball off there, but they could not quite get it. And now LT trapped in the corner here. That's McTeague. Down to Chen. Dunn taking it the other way. Stopped by Carter. Carter's going to punt this one the other way. Back to LT, though. Another skirmish happening here at midfield. Everyone colliding. Stratton takes it away, though. Stratton's going to try and go left. Cuts back right. Tried to pass it there to Connor or Joby, but that pass was just way off the mark.
Yeah, it looks like Joby was even confused about that pass when it happened, but he shrugged it off and was able to continue playing.
Less than 20 minutes to go here, halfway through the second half, and still no one has scored. And, you know, if you're the Dukes, you don't want to end with a draw on your last home game, obviously.
Yeah, especially for how hard these varsity players have worked. Just they really don't want to end it on a tie, and especially like we've been saying, bad blood. Kicked out of the finals by Lyons last year. This would not be a good way to end the season.
Steen with the ball. Gives it to Carter. Dumps it down to Bowie. Now Bowie trying to break away here. He can't, though. It's taken away by Rocha. McTeague. Trying to slow it down. Excuse me, that is not McTeague. That is Avance. And Joby's going to try and kick this one away. No, he gives it right to McTeague. And McTeague with a shot on goal there. He was wide open around the 20-yard line. And that shot was just way off there. So another missed opportunity for Lyons Township.
Yeah, honestly, that really showed the aggressiveness, and looks like they're also tiring out. Both teams look like they're tiring out, but they also don't want to end in a tie. Really, it's almost 20 minutes left in this half, and shots on goal have been high for both teams, but no really sign of a goal coming up anytime soon. Could end in a tie.
Berta with the ball. He's by himself off the penalty. Up top now.
A little bit of a score update for you baseball fans. Yankees are up by 3 against the Guardians. Could be a Subway Series.
Coming to you soon, of course. That would be absolutely electric. You can just imagine how New York City would react to that. Now here are the Dukes going the other way on a fast break. Slowed down, though, broken up by LT. Definitely could have capitalized on something here. The Dukes did have numbers. Tried to take it away again, but McTeague is stuck with the ball. Carter with it. Now he gives it up. Down low to Connor. Back to Carter. Carter surveying, gives it to Stratton. Stratton goes back. And Bowie with it now. Going up. Take it away again. Stratton going left. Duke's looking for something here. Tried to give it down low.
Looks going to be a card.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's going to be card there off that hit. Banda went down there. Seems to be okay, but nonetheless, the Dukes will get the... will have to take it up top after that yellow card on LT. Less than 16 minutes to go here, 15:55, and it is still any man's game with nothing on the board. And that ball is way off the mark and way out. Peterson didn't even have to track that one down.
Yeah, you're really seeing a lot more of the arguments against from teammates to teammates with these penalties. That yellow card, especially Lyons, was not happy about that. And York, they've had a couple of calls that they weren't really pleased about, and those calls just really increase as the game goes on, and you can't really change those errors after halftime.
Carter gives us one behind to Bowie. LT fighting for it. Stratton knocks over. Oh, wow. Yeah, Stratton knocked over Bjorley there. Bjorley got right back up with the ball. Now Bjorley's by himself. He's being tracked down by Carter, though. Bjorley gives this one to Berta. Berta gets that shot deflected there. Now back to Bjorley. Bjorley's going to try and reset. Goes up top. LT going around in a circle here, almost like it's a lacrosse shot on goal. McTeague. And that one is booted away by Jack O'Connor.
Automatic Jack O'Connor.
Yeah, showing some arc on that ball there for sure. Bowie. Now up to midfield. It's taken away by LT again. Steen stops the ball from rolling in, and Stratton just going to kick that one way away. Less than 15 minutes left here. Stratton is on the ground. He seems to be hurt. Looks like he's holding his, not sure what exactly he's holding, but he is on the floor. Looks like play is going to stop. Stratton for sure in pain. So with that, we will take a quick break. Let's hope he is okay.
All right, we are back. Quinn Stratton.
Man, it's already his second injury of the game, John. Let's hope he's okay. He's getting helped off the field again. But with that, we are inside of 14 minutes here. 13:59 left.
Yeah.
And it is still any man's game at 0-0. Carter takes this one away from LT. He's going to try go on a break here. He gives it to Connor. Connor at the bottom of your screen there. He is being heavily guarded. He's forced into the corner, and it's kicked out of bounds there. Forced out by Chen.
Looks like it's going to be a throw-in.
Ball thrown in. Carter tries to give that one up to O'Connor. O'Connor's not there, so LT's going to take it away. Stopped by Joby, but the ball's just going to keep rolling.
Looks like that ball almost rolled over his foot. He did try to make that stop there.
Miranda kicks that one away. Now Berta's going to try and throw in here. Short throw to Medina. Medina being backed down by O'Connor, now by Miranda. O'Connor takes this one himself. He's going to try and go up, and it is slowed down and stopped by Wong. And the Dukes are going to throw in again here. Miranda throws in to the top of your screen. He gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor to DeMille. Duke's still tossing the ball around. They're trying to get in scoring position here, but they just can't. Dukes are being circled around there. Got to be something called, and there will be. But it will be on the Dukes, so LT is going to take this one their way. Not completely sure about that call.
Yeah, I definitely see some players like angry about that call, and I really don't understand what that call was. It's not like football; we don't get told what it is, so we're here wondering.
Less than 12 minutes to go. And you got to wonder, John, I mean, both of these teams are basically even shot attempts. I mean, how will either team break away?
I really don't know. Honestly, I said that Lions, they don't really have a lot of change, but York, they've had their ability to get shots on goal, and that's what's made them get even up. You know, they've had equal chances to shoot on goal. They've had equal chances of basically every play on both teams that you can imagine. They've had equal opportunities for. It is really any man's game, and I know neither team wants to end with a tie. That's not just acceptable. Last game for York, and definitely trying to make a statement after being kicked out of the finals last year. Trying to show that they're back better than ever. And also the starting lineup that we started with has definitely adapted against the aggressiveness of Lions, and I think that also helped at halftime.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now LT throwing in here in scoring position. Tapped away, though, by Steen. So the Dukes are going to try and take it away. And we'll go up the other way. Now Connor with it at the bottom of your screen. Fakes his defender out. Gives it to Joby. Still in midfield position. Got to get over. And that ball is going off and away. Back to LT. LT spinning kick there by Rocha. Gets it to go the other way. Now Miranda. Miranda's going to try and push the pace here. Offense was not completely ready for that pace to be pushed, so it forced a turnover. You got to make sure you're on the same page, of course. Now Oddview gets that one shoveled away there by Bowie. Oh, Connor keeps that one in. It looked like it was just going out of bounds, but Connor was able to save it. Demili back to Connor. Great slide kick there from LT. But nonetheless, it'll stay with the Dukes, but good effort by Medina.
Yeah, you know, that dribble to keep it in from, I believe it was Charlie. That was great to see.
Oh, chase here by Demili, but he was stopped by Peterson. Peterson secures the ball.
A little bit of a slide forward. That could have been really bad for him. A little bit of a missed kick by DeMille. Could have ended in injury. Glad to see him fine, though. Far kick to half.
LT taking it the other way now. Quickly intercepted. Bowie tried to slow it down, but he's going to throw it in after that out of bounds.
You know, looks like Lions bench. They're out. They're up on their feet right now. They're trying to show support. York's bench sitting down. I think they just understand that York is defensively more aggressive than the offense. And that's something special to see when your whole bench understands that. Even though one team's cheering, you don't have to. They know they have pride in their teammates, and that's just great to see.
Miranda off there on the kick, so he gives it to Wong on the other side of the field. Wong boosts this one over. Now Steen with it, trying to get across midfield. He does. He gives it to Connor. Connor tripped up there, and that will be a penalty there on LT. So Connor's going to start with it, or Joey was going to start with it. Connor was just not ready.
Yeah, that was a really quick kick.
Quick start, but you know, you got to be conservative of time here. You have 8 minutes to go here.
Yeah, there's really a battle between dragging it out when you have good field position or really trying to shorten it when you're kind of far back. It's that constant battle that really happens, and it's way different in other sports. And soccer is one of those where timing is really one of your worst enemies.
So we'll see if the officials decide that deem that it is necessary to send this to overtime, but most likely they will not. So this might just be the end of regulation with 7.5 minutes left to go after this. But we will see if they deem this necessary for the game to be carried on. Demili took a tumble there after colliding with LT.
Gets up a little slower. Kind of worried for the kid. That was a really, really terrible hit to take in any position, any sport. Glad he got up quick, though. We got a Lyons Township player trading out and tying shoes. Stopping to the whistle. Carter's dribbled down.
LT trying to get something going here. It's intercepted by Joby, though. Now Duke's taking it the other way. O'Connor tried to give that one to Demili. It's shoveled away there by Chen. And York's going to be able to keep that ball out of scoring territory, but LT gains it back nonetheless. They're inside of the 30-yard line now. Joby spins around, kicks it away. LT is trapped, having to retreat back to their side of the field.
Really getting a fresh new start, more like than getting trapped, as I see it, for Lyons.
LT takes this one away. O'Connor trying to stop it. I thought there was a flag being thrown there, but that was just a yellow soccer ball being kicked around in the back.
Yeah,
confused there.
I did too. I was like,
yellow cards are just thrown now, much like the other football, I guess. But
yeah, football American.
Yeah, football American and football Americano. Now the ball going the other way. Lost my train of thought there. Sorry, folks. LT with it. Miranda guarding tight here on the top of your screen. LT trying to break away.
Looked like his defender tried to juke him out. That was far right of the goal, but yeah, looks like looks like the guy that Miranda was defending was trying to juke him out. He was really following. It was almost like he was a shadow. That was really critical in the game moment, and we're gonna have a far kick for York to start again.
Less than 5.5 minutes to go. And Ochoa is probably just going to boot this one away. He will. And Demili spins around, able to kick it. He's going by himself, trying to stop Peterson from getting the ball, but Peterson will get there nonetheless. Connor being boxed out there by Solit. Now he passes it behind to Bowie on the other side of the field. Bowie crosses midfield, gives it up top. Duke's in scoring territory here. Now Connor with it. Connor shot way off there, up and to the left. And Duke's once again come up unsuccessful there with the shot on goal.
Yeah, that whole procedure right there, don't know if you can hear it on my mic, but the stands are rumbling. There's a lot of energy, but just like I was trying to say, there was really a lot of potential to make a scoring play there, but just too far left. And I think that's what has really been happening a lot with a lot of these scorings. They're either over top, or they're too left, or they're too right.
Demili gives this one behind to Steen. Steen gives it to Carter. Carter gives it to Joby. Joby has an open midfield. He's going to try and take it. No, he's not. He's going to play conservative here. He gives it to O'Connor. Back behind to Steen. Carter gets that one tapped over to him. He gives it to Demili. Demili being back down tight, so he's not able to do anything, so he shoves it off to Connor. And O'Connor is not there for the ball. It goes to the left of his shoulder. LT boots this one away. Bowie comes back up with it. On the other side of the field, York crosses midfield. LT trying to take it back the other way. Skirmish happening now. 3 minutes to go here.
Yeah, this is really anybody's game right now. I mean, the aggressiveness has been turning on and off from both teams, and
here's some aggressiveness there by number 16, Ovens, but he was just ran himself into the corner there. He kicks that one up, and it's off the goalpost there.
Little double doink action for our Bears fans
little
here.
Cody Parkey action there for sure. Now 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go, and we will see what either team tries to whip out here. Still any man's game. Ochoa, and you can hear the stands starting to rumble. Fans are ready both on LT and York's side of the stands. Demile tried to go up for that ball, but he couldn't. LT takes the ball away. Stopped by Joby, though. Whistle blown, and it is going to go LT's way. Now with 2 minutes left, LT has the ball. They have some momentum going here after just an unsuccessful goal.
Yeah, starting with the ball towards York's goal, really positive for them. But, I mean, if we keep seeing how they've been playing all game with this aggressive defense from York, don't really think this is going to end in a scored game. I think this might end in a tie again. York isn't unfamiliar to ties.
Spin around there, and once again, LT comes up unsuccessful. That was an impressive move for sure, John.
Yeah, definitely very impressive. Something you see more out of the games, like FIFA and stuff. Very professional looking.
Very professional looking. Yeah, I'm not sure about the scouting of number 16, Ovens, but that definitely looked like a very athletic play, and it almost resulted in an LT goal. Now 1 minute left here. York has the ball. Connor taking it up. Shovels it off, taken away by LT. LT has numbers. Will they get it? On the other side of the field. Maybe not. They have to go. 50 seconds left. LT going on the fast break. Carter kicks it out. Ball boy's got to go and give it to someone quick before time expires. LT gets this one. Carter off the head. Kicked away by York. Into LT's hands. Ball being bobbled around. Joby comes down with it. Wasn't able to get it on the ground. Connor gets it. Connor by himself. Duke's being swallowed up there. 20 seconds left. LT's got to get it across the field. Spins past his defender. Steen is going to try and pick the ball up here. But LT's still not giving up on the offensive end. Steen being worked on. LT gets the ball. Steen kicks it away again. 5 seconds and counting left. This one's just going to go out of bounds.
And that looks like game.
Looks like end of regulation. We'll see if this is the end of the match or if the refs deem overtime is necessary. We're going to try and find out before we go off air here for a sec.
Yeah, it looks like they're talking in the middle a little bit. Looks like coaches are.
It looks like regulation. It's the end of regulation, nonetheless. But we're gonna hear if they're gonna keep playing or not. Ball is still on the field. Teams not ready to shake hands just yet. So it looks like we will be going into overtime. So stick around for some overtime action. You're watching York Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, York fans. From what I have learned, we're going to do standard overtime rules, 2 10-minute halves, sudden death. We'll be back live again when the ball is kicked.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here for some overtime action. Like John explained to you guys, we are going to be playing 2 10-minute halves, sudden death. If not, this game will most likely go into PKs, but we'll see if I'm sure either team would love to avoid PKs, so both teams are going to go all out here.
Yeah, I just imagine the stands being electric for whoever wins this game. Hoping it's the Dukes. But, you know, they've been really aggressive towards the end of the second half, and I honestly think it's a very positive look for them. They could come out on top for this game. I do see it possible.
Avantis dumps this one down low. It's stopped by Ochoa, though. That would have been very costly for the game to end that quickly. But nonetheless, the Dukes will get it back. Connor gets it stolen, though, by LT. And LT has numbers, but they're going to go slow, go in a circle here on the kick. LT almost had this one snatched away there. They're going to keep it, though. Looks like they're going to play a bit slower paced here. Either way, you got to go. I mean, you only have 2 10-minute halves.
Yeah.
Another shot on goal there, no good. Stopped by a slew of York defenders. Soldat was not, you know, completely ready on that goal there.
Yeah, Lions are really showing their first half aggression they had at the beginning of this game. That's really negative for York because they weren't really able to keep up with them. They were the ball was on their goal almost the entire first half.
LT with the kick there, and that is through the uprights there by Ovens again. So no good on the goal. Now 8.5 minutes left here in the first half of OT. Ochoa, he's just going to kick this one up and away. Hopefully gets it past midfield here. The Duke's got to go. And he does. O'Connor trying to come down with this one, but LT still trying to grab the ball. Demili gets it. He kicks it behind to Carter. Carter gives it to Connor. Connor gets it broken up, though, by Dunn. Dunn going the other way. He gives it left, intended for Bjorley, but Carter comes away with it. Carter boosts this one away. Demili by himself now, being cornered again. Ooh. And Chen kicks that one off and away. 7 minutes, 45 seconds left here. York in corner kick opportunity here.
Yeah, that was really positive for Demine. Really got down there, was really hustling, and I think he had a little bit of a stutter step. I think that's really what messed him up.
So it's going to be Bonda kicking from the corner here for the Dukes. He kicks it away, and LT is just there to break it up. York's going to try and keep it on their side, so they're going to go back out. And that ball is not able to get to Connor, but O'Connor is there to pick it back up. Demili, pass intended for him. Broken up. O'Connor gives it to Carter. Carter to Connor. Connor guarded heavily. Yeah, and he falls right down on top of the ball, and that's going to be called on LT there. And that's, yeah, McTeague is not happy with that call. He might want to talk to the ref.
No, not at all. Might want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of C names on this roster. A lot of C names. Carter, yeah. Connor.
O'Connor.
O'Connor.
Yeah, yeah. Easy to get them confused. Now here's a kick from the Dukes for the win.
Oh, and it's in!
It's in!
Oh!
What a goal there.
Borrego with the kick in. That was electric. I'm
Absolutely
on my feet.
Incredible.
And this shows with 6 minutes left in the third. Overtime is over. An incredible play from all players involved. Honestly, probably one of the best soccer games that these players have played. And this, I don't even know. I'm breathtaking. What do you have to say about this, Luca?
I mean, that was incredible. Borrego out of nowhere, off kind of a weak pass there, off a weak leg. But he was right in the left corner and able to just dart it into the right corner. That was a perfect perfect goal there. Not the greatest setup, but he was still able to capitalize on it. That was beautiful, John. Beautiful soccer there. And with that, York takes away the win. Last home game, and LT beats their rivals. Or excuse me, York beats their rivals in the Lyons Township Lions.
Yep. After overtime, it was an incredible game. Honestly, like you said, very weak setup, but a great kick that he made in. Honestly, I feel for these players. They just are absolutely electric on this field right now. They are having the time of their lives. Played really good soccer, and that's really it.
Dukes come out in beautiful fashion. I mean, you could tell we were confused on that play there. We saw him out of nowhere. I mean, he came out of completely nowhere, but nonetheless, goal for the win in overtime. With that, I have been Luca DeSanto. Along with me has been John Finucane. We would like to thank everyone who came out to help